So if you'll follow me back this hallway, we'll show you where we do a lot of our recording. It's kind of like a duplex. We share it with this guy, Cassandra. He's kind of a weird person. We don't really talk to him that much. They have a really high-tech master security system with master lock. They sponsored us. They have some really good locks, so hit them up on the website. But that's not what we're here for right now. This is our piece de resistance. My mother came in one day and did all the artwork for this wall. She said, a good band needs a good logo. And that really spoke to me, you know? Continuing on. Oh, here also, my mom photoshopped up, that's my little brother on the Impulse t-shirt thing. $10 for one, if you want one. And over here you'll see we play lots of foosball. One of our favorite games is pantyhose ball. We do like ourselves some table tennis too. It's one of our favorite sports. Oh. Watch the Milano cookies, okay? Those are cheap. Not. Lux and I are very firm believers in the playing of the game panty ball. We believe it should become an Olympic sport.
We've been playing it for about 5 years now, and we're getting pretty good.
It's a very hard sport to master, that's the thing. You have to throw it and catch the ball while it's in the pantyhose. It's very...
You gotta get the aim perfectly right.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're just showing them how to play panty ball.
Showing who?
With the audience that's going to be watching the documentary.
Why wasn't I invited here?
Well, I mean, pantyhose ball is only like a two-player game.
I'm part of the band. Why wasn't I invited?
Yeah,
we were in the bathroom.
We had to film. I mean,
I didn't know there was an interview
half
today.
an hour. Oh wow. For the name Impulse, it was really kind of a technical thing, you know. We knew we loved playing music, and we were all really good friends. So what the idea was that we would play all our music on an impulse, you know. We'd make it all up as we went. We wouldn't write anything down because that made us have to conform to the paper, you know. And then it'd be like, it wouldn't be on impulse anymore. It'd be like playing through the mechanist type idea, you know. So we just decided to never write anything down, and we play it through, you know, our reflex memory. Out there, the song requested was Over the Hill, which is a song about growing old together with someone you love.
It's a great song.
It was actually the first song our drummer Lux ever wrote.
Yes, it's a beautiful... Okay, can you please tell us how you wrote the song? Buddy?
Yeah, what happened?
Well, the inspiration for this song came about while I was traveling in Germany. And it's a song about growing old with the one you love. And at the time, I was with my dog. It's a beautiful German Shepherd and Doberman mix.
Its name was Millie. It was a great dog to
Millie.
Beautiful dog.
I'm sorry, hold on for a second.
Sorry. Moment of silence, everybody.
Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. I was with you for all my life, and then you left me on the top of the hill. You went over the hill, over the hill. You left me here to weep and cry. Why go? Why over the hill? Over the hill.
It's beautiful. That was probably one of our best runs, actually, we probably ever had.
I've never heard the drums have so much emotion in before.
Yeah, that was beautiful. It's okay, man. I know you're crying out there, too. We're crying here, too.
Me and you.
And me. Okay.
You're our man, buddy.
Okay.
You know what? I'm giving you free tickets to the next show.
You're getting free tickets for the next show. Oh, give him! Oh,
Give that guy free tickets.
He's getting free right now. Here.
Yeah!
Here, I'll keep him in here.
When I wrote my song about Millie, I was constantly, day in, day out, she was my life. And when I knew she was getting down to those final stretch...
Hey, what are you doing? Starting an interview without me?
Yeah.
You guys just started
Talking
without
about
me?
Millie.
What?
I'm talking about Millie. Like I was saying, Millie, when I saw her limping to the door to go out, I knew we had to go and take some time away. It's getting too cold. We had to go down Germany.
first thing that came into my mind. We went there, saw the mountains. They were so beautiful. Millie loved them. She would run up to those mountains, run up to the tippy top, and she would bark her lungs out. It just filled my heart with such emotion that I had to write a song about it.
Well, me and Steven, we met in preschool. We would draw a bunch of cars, and they would always crash into each other. We'd draw little circles of crashes on the paper, if you know what I mean. As for me and Lux, I met Lux in Germany. I actually did go to Germany, and that's where I met him. I flew to Germany for some time off. Actually, for Mother's Day, I took my mom with me. Oh man, she really enjoyed it. She met Lux. Actually, she was the one to introduce me into Lux because she met him at Olive Garden. There are Olive Gardens? Yes, in Germany. I was surprised too.
See, I went to an Olive Garden there, and I met her. I didn't really meet her. I saw her. She was with a group of friends. I didn't meet her till later that night. I heard them say her name, and as soon as I heard them say their name, I knew she was the one. As soon as they called out Alexa, I knew. I put my drink right down. I walked over to her table, asked her number right there. She didn't give me her number. So I took her phone and I left. And then a week later, I called her, looked her up in the phone book, and I said, "Hey, I have your phone." And she said, "Oh, yeah, that's a $200 phone. Why do you have my phone?" She got really angry. We got a big fight. I ended up throwing her phone out the window.
Your father was killed by a devastating incident when you were a child, when he was crushed by 2 couches at once until he was legally blind. How does that make you feel
I
when
don't
it's
like
brought
talking
up?
about it, okay? Can you just ask me another question?
How about the time your mother was killed when she was crushed by 2 couches?
Okay, I don't want to talk about my parents. We're talking about the band here.
When your brother was crushed by 2 couches.
Come on!
So for the first album, Ball Handy McGee, it was a really tough decision, like which songs should have been included into it. You know, we had written so many on impulse already, we didn't know what we should have had.
The entire album was basically made on an impulse, too.
Yeah, just like most of our albums are. I think we've only had one planned song ever written, and it was the one about your dog.
Yeah.
I was in the album Hang In There, was it?
Oh, Hang In There!
Hang
That
In
was
There.
a really good album.
That was exceptional.
Yeah, yeah.
Exceptionally impulsed.
Definitely.
We fine-tuned it with the impulse.
With the impulse of what we had. Like, what was one of our really good songs from that album?
Never Let Go was one of my favorites.
Never Let Go?
Never Let Go.
Oh,
was-
Never
that was
Let
a good
Go.
one. That's a
That was
classic
actually
one.
that was really good. And also, I Have the Pen, It's Not Yours. I think that was like a really inspirational song for that generation.
Yeah.
So for Big Yellow Bear and Me, what we were going for was, you know, a more kiddish sound, you know, one that you could like show to your children in a
Yeah,
church
like a
location.
dance, maybe a dance.
Yeah, like we had some poppy ones on there, like Pop Pop Goes the Pop. It was just the one of the poppiest songs we've ever heard, and we thought that it would be a good idea to get some of those poppy ones in.
Next we've got Street Ball. We have to talk about Street Ball. This was a
Street Ball.
controversial one.
Street Ball was an incredibly controversial album, just because of the racial slurs we used in the song "I'm a Racist."
That was our first R-rated.
Parental advisory sticker.
Yeah.
Explicit
Now,
content,
Take
yes.
your parents in to buy that.
Yeah. You really want to go over the lyrics of the songs first if you're gonna buy this for like a child.
We got For Our Fans.
Ooh.
For Our Fans.
I get chills at just the name. That was probably one of the funnest albums we've ever recorded.
Well, actually, we had problems naming the album. We were gonna call it Blown Away.
yeah,
but-
Yeah.
in hindsight 2020, we've always thought maybe we should have called it Blown Away. You know, just for the sheer ironic, you know, feel of it. But in the end, we thought For Our Fans was more ironic. What was your favorite song from that album?
Let's see. Well, we have Spinning Seaweed.
Ooh.
Spinning Seaweed was a good one.
Yes, definitely. I think it's like one of my favorite songs we've written, up there next to the same one from that album. I've Got the Heartbeat, You Can't Have It. I think that
Yes,
was...
and how we brought back some key elements from I Have the Pen and You Can't Have It.
Yeah.
It really put the entire song together. Really pulled, and then you could have the two albums. You could go from the first one to the second one, and
It was almost like it was a
blended
really
perfectly.
smooth transition. I
Yeah.
feel.
All I Want for Christmas Is You.
That is probably
a good one.
that was a really good one, Andrew.
So,
How much? What did you think about that one?
just so much inspiration just packed into that album.
So much joy,
Oh,
Christmas
yes.
spirit.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh.
you're in for this one.
Oh.
Great
That's a
album.
good album.
That was probably
Good
one
album.
of the most comedic albums we've
Yes.
released
Yes.
in the last 2 months.
See, we've got a lot of slack in the earlier days for being too serious about our albums, about our music. So we decided to lighten it up a little bit.
Now, one of my favorite inspirations for this album, coming out of the closet, was the album artwork. It's really got a simple beauty to it, you know. It's got the Abbey Road type feel, and it really does show what we're all doing. We are coming out of the linen closet, because I mean none of us are gay, but
No.
we did all come out of the closet.
We're talking about the impulse.
Yeah, the impulse of coming out for
We weren't in a band 3 months ago, but then we just came out of the closet.
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You know, it can also be applied to people who are actually gay. You know, they
It
came
could-
out of the
yes.
closet on an impulse because they felt like they had to.
Sometimes they were dragged out of the closet.
Now, Escape the Van. You know, we had some hard times while we were making this album because of Lux and I had some problems. We had the drinking problem in the Nighthawk bar. It was a place we really liked to go to. You know, it was just the alcohol really slurred everything that it could have been, but we had to release it because it was like we did it on impulse
Yeah.
while we were drunk and throwing up all over each other.
Yes.
We didn't have the technical abilities at that point in time to edit, so there's lots of vomiting sound effects, crying. I'm pretty sure one of the tracks is just like 20 minutes of us crying together, talking about, you know, how his brother got crushed by the sofa. 2 sofas.
Yeah, it's okay. Man, come on.
I wasn't there in time, you know.
Back when the band got into drinking, we all used to go out to this one club. It was called Under the Night's Wing. While Andrew had gone to the bathroom, Lux and I, we saw this girl. She was probably one of the most beautiful girls I'd ever seen. Her name was Angela Saxon. While I was talking her up at the club, I had to step out to go get my girl another drink, you know. I came back and she was gone. So, after a night of searching, I went back to our apartment only to find her and Lux together on the couch.
Wait, where'd you get that pie?
Oh, my grandma came home today. She said she missed me a lot, so she made me this.
Lux! What the crap, Lux? Trying to start
He
something?
deserved it
For what?
for what he did at the club.
His grandmother made this for him.
His grandmother deserves it too. If there was a second pie, I'd throw it in her face.
Let me show you something. That's really good. Let me show you something.
Yeah, but I had to. I don't have it.